follow the spirit. The spirit is level. Angels are guiding me. I do not follow no devil. Ready my gang on the level. I do not bang heavy metal. I'm guiding a new generation. My sound is a rebel.
Hate on my people, I can't stand for it. Everybody got a phone so they capture it. I cried to my eyes red like cranberry. You see this statue, we dismantled it. Now they're trying to say we're on some gangster shit. You see this thick hair, can't untangle it. You know this chocolate sweet like Cadbury. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in Blackpool, they called me a black cunt. Let me tell you what happened in silence. Worked at Selfridges, black girls were no good. And my colleagues said to me, black girls, they give all the white girls bad looks. Does my face intimidate you? I'm in a good mood where I acting shocked. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in the office and I felt I was too hood. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Plymouth police, that's if I sold drugs. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Southport and I got a big uppercut. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. She called me a little nigga, now my top lips cut. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl was. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl. Now we can't. Hate on my people, I can't stand for it. Everybody got a phone so they capture it. I cried to my eyes red like cranberry. You see this statue, we dismantled it. Now they're trying to say we're on some gangster shit. You see this thick hair, can't untangle it. You know this chocolate sweet like Cadbury. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in Blackpool, they called me a black cunt. Let me tell you what happened in silence. Worked at Selfridges, black girls were no good. And my colleagues said to me, black girls, they give all the white girls bad looks. Does my face intimidate you? I'm in a good mood where I acting shocked. Let me tell you what happened in silence. When I was in the office and I felt I was too hood. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Plymouth police, that's if I sold drugs. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was in Southport and I got a big uppercut. Let me tell you what happened in silence. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. I was only 10 years old and I couldn't stand up. She called me a little nigga, now my top lips cut. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl was. If doing nothing was a crime, then a black girl. Now we can't.
One day I went to Asa. I went to shoplifting. I'm a Nigerian soldier, ever eater who stole my visa. T-shirt wearer, supermodel drinker, from the house raver. Pound the yam to the okra eater, jollof rice cooker. From pop tester, I know a couple of juju masters. Gigi cruncher, Shaki Chua. I use the bucket and container. Yeah, I know my waves like an African sailor. Wet material, call me a tailor. No woman, no crack, she no be whaler. Batman, please don't bust us and later. Yo, cause I need from Ethiopia. Big Batika, with everything and feature. Fufu shanty, that's back in Kenya. Make my money cause I'm Nigeria. I went to Lidl, I went to shoplifting Lidl. Then I got caught in Lidl. Now I don't go back to Lidl. One day I went to Asa. I went to shoplifting Asa. Then I got caught in. One day I came to England without a real passport. I got past immigration without getting caught. Now I'm in England. I must go secondary school. I was 19, but I told them I was 14. So I'm in year 9 and I am doing my stats. I love to eat chicken and chips and let's not go on MSN. One day I was in the bath and Oyinbo man came to my door. He said, Olusola, I just said we are immigration. Go back to Lidl.
But yeah, God, they in the bands like walk on, we telling me. Yeah, man, it's Chichi up in this bitch. What's going on, man? Big up the people them in the place, man. If you want your name read out, put your name and your like number in the chat. If you don't want your name read out, don't put your like number next to it, yeah? Alright. What's good, man? All one. Yeah, man. Might be a real quick one today still. You know? I was saying, man was on the blizzard. Hear me? One day I went to Asda. I tried to shoplift in Asda. And then I got caught in Asda. And now I don't go to Asda. Mad. Right. Sorry, man. That's weird for the people them to forget parts. Forget pass. Cause I don't want to run over a picnic terrace. Yeah. How you mean? Oh, man. Yeah, big shout out to Gadget, man. You know, I did enjoy the review on that one. Still, man. So, shout out Rude Boy International, #1. And wavy, more wavy than the ships in the Navy. Come on, pick up old tight Archie, Yorkshire Princess, you know. They are, I mean, Crooked Buddha, Wagwan. Come on. Alright, pick up the people them in the place, man. Yeah. Shout out to everyone that was on the earlier stream, you know. We done bare streams today, like. God damn. Alright, man. So let's start from the top. Yeah, man. Shout out Led by Donkeys, innit? Yeah? My G's, how you mean? Let it play.
This is the story of how the world's richest person, the owner of Tesla and X, bought the global town square, then corrupted it before using his immense wealth to help elect a convicted felon. April 14, 2022. Elon Musk makes an unsolicited offer to buy Twitter for $44 billion. He claims the site has become politically skewed and says, for Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral. October 27th, the deal goes through. The next evening, a far-right conspiracy theorist breaks into the San Francisco home of Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, intending to kidnap her. Pelosi is away, but the man attacks her husband Paul, hitting him repeatedly on the head with a hammer. Paul Pelosi escapes with his life, but requires surgery for a fractured skull. While most people take the chance to decry political violence, the new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, posts a tweet sharing an entirely false claim that Paul Pelosi was in fact injured in a drunken fight with a male prostitute with whom
That's your boy Elon Musk was a conspiracy theorist earlier. Mad, imagine a my man telling everyone, yo, I'm taking over Twitter so we can have a proper centrist platform where all political sides are heard. Yeah, man. But them a lie. Yeah? Them a lie, them a tell. Anyway, man. Go on. No worries. You got the investor man them. Obviously we know that. And someone like a Trump or Washington comes in there. You know what I mean? Stock prices are gonna rise. Portfolio is gonna get a little benefits. But come on, man. Definitely know we don't support them. We don't support them boy there. Mad. Yeah, man. Shout out Led by Donkeys, yeah. Can you make sure that you subscribe to Led by Donkeys channel? You know? Say that you saw the review on G Block. It was so good that I had to subscribe. All that. Yeah, man. Alright, go on. Let it play.
he was involved. Musk includes a link to a false claim on a website that has a history of publishing conspiracy theories, including a story asserting that Hillary Clinton is dead and has been replaced by a body double. Musk's post is retweeted 24,000 times before he deletes it. November 18th, Musk's Twitter starts to unlock previously banned accounts. Misogynist far-right influencer Andrew Tate was permanently banned from Twitter in 2017 after urging women to, quote, bear some responsibility for rape. Now he's back. Tate posts, I've decided to fly to the failed state of California, walk into Twitter HQ, and tell @Elon Musk he's a legend. On my way. 2 months later, Tate will be arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. December 8th. 3 members of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council resign. In their resignation letter, they cite research that found slurs against Black Americans and gay men jumped 195% and 58% respectively since Musk's takeover. 3 days later, the remaining members of Twitter's Trust and dismissed. Musk.
Yo, let me tell you this, yeah. They said since Musk takeover, racial insults against black men have jumped 150-something% on Twitter. That's definitely true, that's car. Mad. So many racial insults haven't been laid out in my direction since I was in fucking primary school. You get it? Yo, alright, go on. Let it play. Whoops. You did let it play.
Then tweets that, quote, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, a reference to a conspiracy theory that the COVID crisis was exacerbated by America's top infectious disease doctor. December 16th, having claimed he's a free speech absolutist, Musk bans @ElonJet, a Twitter account that tracks the movements of his private jet using publicly available data. Musk also bans the accounts of a number of journalists.
No, I'm telling you for a fact, yeah. Anyone that tells you about anything to do with free speech, don't believe them. Don't believe them. I've only met one person that is staunch on free speech, that is basically a real free speech absolutist. So you could say anything to him. Yeah, that Speaker's Corner's Rob. Yeah, I've seen him get triggered a few times, yeah, but I haven't ever seen him say, you can't say this or whatever. He try to give you reasons why you shouldn't use these terminologies. So these men saying they're free speech absolutists, or they support free speech, and then if anyone says something that they disagree with in their comment section, they're blocked or deleted. The actions show you that free speech is just mouthwater. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just rotten air coming out of their stinking mouth. God, they don't believe nothing. Yeah, like saying, bro. Test it out, innit? Yeah. Say something that your people or whatever, yeah, that are telling you about this free speech thing. Say something that's against it. And see how they react. And the man tell you about free speech after that.
To have written about @ElonJet. February 12th, 2023. Ahead of the Super Bowl, both Musk and President Joe Biden tweet their support for the Philadelphia Eagles. Biden's tweet is seen 29 million times, Musk's just 9 million times. Incensed, Musk leaves the game early and calls an impromptu meeting of Twitter engineers at 2:36 a.m. Their job? To change the Twitter algorithm to artificially inflate the reach of Musk's tweets by a factor of 1,000.
by a factor of 1,000. Yo, I'm to free speech, cuz. Yeah. That's how I keep trying to tell you, fam. Man, they tell you about free speech. Really, they want selective speech, which means that I want to say what I want, but you can't tell me nothing about what I say. I want to say anything I like, and you can't say anything against that. Yeah. That's what man really mean by free speech. Oh, do you know what I'm saying? Especially these free speech absolutists, guys. Really and truly, yeah, they just want to say offensive things to you, and then tell you, "No, why are you getting triggered for free speech?" You hear me? But don't want to hear nothing which could be offending to them, and actually want respect. How about that? Man's gonna tell you that actually what RESPECT. Tell me what it means to me. Huh? Sakata. You hear me? Are you mad? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, yeah. I don't care who or what. Every single one of you people in the chat. Yeah, whether you agree, disagree, up, down, in or out. Yeah. If anyone's got the closest to a free speech platform around here, yeah. Huh? Come on, man. You know what it is, bro. Yeah, a big dirty stinking shabba. Let it play.
Making him the preeminent presence on the site. July 23rd, Musk announces Twitter is now called X. August 25th, Donald Trump, once banned, returns to the platform by posting a picture of his mugshot from Fulton County Jail with the words, "Election interference, never surrender." Musk reposts the shot. 4 days later, X reverses Twitter's long-standing ban on paid political advertising. November 15th, in a post promoting the racist conspiracy theory that Jewish people are importing immigrants to America to fix elections for Democrats, one X user writes, "Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them." Musk replies saying, "You have said the actual truth." In response, several advertisers, including Disney, Warner Brothers, and Comcast, paused their advertising on X. Musk then tells advertisers concerned by hate speech on the platform,
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Is that clear?
Over subsequent months, Musk will become obsessed with the false claim that Democrats are allowing immigrants into America to create more Democratic voters, in effect, stealing the coming election, sharing the claim numerous times with his followers and pushing it to tens of millions more who choose not to follow him. A year later, it will be revealed that Musk, a South African immigrant, worked illegally in the US in the 1990s. November 20.
Mad. All right, so point number one, yeah. Obviously, Musk worked illegally in the USA in the 90s as a South African migrant, yeah. So he's now fighting against himself because he's one of the people that moved to the country and worked illegally. And then number two, talking about this election fraud. Yeah, I'm down here, cuz. Down the road, fam. All right. Sorry, you man, one sec. Yo, yeah, sorry, cuz. My brethren's down the road still. Yeah. Let me walk up this road or fucking go and link my man. Yo, so point number two, election fraud. Where these men are barling about, the election's rigged. So the election's only rigged if Trump doesn't win. That's the only time the election's rigged. If Trump wins, the election's not rigged. You hear me, cuz? God damn, let it play.
5th, on X, Musk boosts the Pizzagate conspiracy theory. a long-debunked claim alleging high-profile Democrats ran a pedophile abuse ring from a Washington pizza restaurant. March 25th, 2024. Musk loses a lawsuit against the Center for Countering Digital Hate. He'd sued them after they flagged a rise in his ruling a U.S.
Yo, one sec, cuz. Yo, hey, what you saying that? Musk is moving like Kaylee and Jake, cuz. You saying Pizzagate, yeah? Hey, Pizzagate, you know, hey, listen, I had a borrow in my pocket, you know. God damn. But I was standing like back in the van and shit. But yeah. What you saying, Pizzagate, you know? Elon Jake, Elon Enough. Bad. Alright, you know we gotta play for that one, right?
District judge calls Musk's case vapid and says this case is about punishing the defendants for their speech. May 2024, Musk creates a political action committee which he calls America PAC. Its objective is to mobilize 1 million Republican voters in swing states in an effort to hand the election to Trump. Musk commits to putting tens of millions of dollars of his own money into the Get Out the Vote push and clears his calendar every Friday morning for 30 to 60 minutes to meet with the team he's assembled to run the effort. July 14th. Musk calls Trump on behalf of J.D. Vance, urging Trump to select Vance as his running mate. Vance says abortion is murder and insults women who haven't become mothers.
A bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made.
Musk's phone call is part of a broad effort by Silicon Valley billionaires to ensure Vance is selected. The next day, Vance is unveiled as Trump's vice presidential candidate. September 6th, Trump says that if he wins, he will appoint Musk to head up a government efficiency commission.
And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
The idea came from Musk, whose companies are currently facing at least 20 federal investigations. If he gets the role, it would give the world's richest man the power to regulate the regulators who hold sway over his companies. Last year alone,
Yo, so obviously that's why my man's wanting Trump to be the top boy and all that. You hear me, cuz? Man's like, yo, if he gets into position and I get into position, I can squash all these claims against my company where they're showing them to be pagans and all that. You hear me, cuz? Mad. I can't let it play.
his companies were promised $3 billion across nearly 100 different contracts with 17 federal agencies. September 9th, Musk spreads a conspiracy theory that immigrants in Ohio are eating people's pets. The following day, Trump repeats the slur during the presidential debate with Kamala Harris.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
The false claim leads to multiple bomb threats against the Springfield immigrant community. September 15th and 16th. Over a single weekend, Musk amplifies a conspiracy theory that ABC leaked sample debate questions to the Harris campaign, falsely claims that the Dems want to take your kids, further fuels racist lies about immigrants eating pets, shares with his nearly 200 million followers on X that Trump must win to, quote, preserve freedom and meritocracy in America, and insinuates that it is suspicious that no one is even trying to assassinate Biden and Kamala, adding a thinking face emoji. The U.S. Secret Service confirms that it is aware of the post. The White House issues a statement saying violence should only be condemned, never encouraged or joked about. This rhetoric is irresponsible. October 4th, Musk posts, unless Trump wins and we get rid of the mountain of smothering regulations that have nothing to do with safety, humanity will never reach Mars. This is existential. Musk is the owner of SpaceX and stands to make billions from U.S. government space contracts. October 5th, the user handle @America is taken from an X user and given by Musk to his America PAC. That evening, he joins the former president on stage in Pennsylvania, jumping about wildly.
Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote.
By now, he's moved with his senior team to a war room in a hotel in Pennsylvania to focus full-time on the Trump campaign. He speaks to Trump multiple times a week, is doing a series of pro-Trump town halls across the state, and has recruited lieutenants from his companies to join him. October 15th, legal filings from Musk's Political Action Committee show he has personally donated at least $75 million to the effort to re-elect Trump. October 18th, it's revealed that another Musk-funded group called Future Coalition PAC is targeting Muslim voters in Michigan and Jewish voters in Pennsylvania with diametrically opposed political advertisements about Kamala Harris. In areas with large Muslim populations, the group is painting Harris as a close friend of Israel and is suggesting that she's beholden to the beliefs of her Jewish husband. But in areas with large Jewish populations, the ads say Harris panders to Palestine. Simultaneously, Musk is offering $100 to any Pennsylvania voter who signs his online petition as part of an effort to build a list of likely Trump voters. He also starts giving away $1 million a day to a randomly chosen voter who signed the petition. October 19th, it's revealed that the Building America's Future PAC, another Musk-funded campaign group, is impersonating the Harris campaign by setting up a fake website containing fake policy positions, then sending out text messages driving voters to the fake site. October 24th, it's revealed that Musk gave his America PAC a further $44 million in the first 16 days of October. October 25th, the Wall Street Journal reports that Musk has been in regular contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin since 2022. October 27th, Musk speaks at the now infamous Trump rally at Madison Square Garden, a gathering characterized by racism, misogyny, and threats of violence.
USA! USA! Why?
Musk has posted more than 3,000 times on X in the last month, including dozens of unfounded claims about the election which have been viewed hundreds of millions of times. Apart from Trump himself, Musk is now the single biggest spreader of election disinformation. November 5th, Trump wins the presidential election. Elon Musk, a far-right conspiracy theorist, has succeeded in using his immense wealth to help swing the election in favor of a convicted felon.
Yo, yeah, man. So, yeah, ban Trump, innit, man? My brethren likes Trump still. He was just telling me, yeah, I like Trump. I was like, ban Trump, cuz. Yo. All right. That's let's run more Trump videos. Trumping and Trump. Replay.
And then Jesus said unto the sick, you better have good health insurance in no pre-existing conditions. Then Jesus said unto the stranger, are you here legally? And do you have papers? Then Jesus said unto the hungry, my taxes better not be paying for that bread and those fish. Then Jesus said unto the poor, this is your own fault. Pick thyself up by thy bootstraps.
Yo. So that's that's how them man they're moving, cause down there in United States of America, that's 3Ks in America, yeah. So, oh wait, all right, God, I got more, man. You know what I'm saying? I got more, cuz, man. I'm just rolling the skull of my guy here, so. Yeah, man, yeah, go on. Let it play.
That I didn't really know anybody who supported Trump within Europe. But I can show you some data from a really reputable source, which kind of demonstrates why this is happening. And if you are somebody who is in Europe who thinks, well, actually, no, they definitely support Trump, I'm going to show you why you think that too. Okay, so behind me is a poll from a company called YouGov, which you are very welcome to go and look up. It's spelled like that at the bottom there, YouGov. You see my finger? There, YouGov. Feel very free to go and have a look. They are very legitimate and they're used across the world and particularly in Europe to gather political statistical data. If anything, any accusations from them in the past have been that they're very slightly conservative leaning, apparently, but we use them routinely as a country for good sources of statistical analysis. So what you can see there is the blue lines are how much of that country thought that Kamala Harris should have won, or should win. I think at the point when this was taken, the presidential election wasn't determined at that point. So it was like, who do you want to win? So you can see immediately by country at the bottom there, Denmark, Sweden, Germany, Spain, France and Britain, massive proportion of support for Harris compared to Trump. So that irrefutably huge. So what if you didn't experience that? What if you and everybody you knew and all of your media and everything was like, well, wait, but I thought Trump was really popular here. So this is talking about the existing political parties within each of those European countries and how their affiliation with it broke down to their support of either Harris or Trump. So for an example, in Britain at the top here, we're talking about the Green Party, the Conservative Party and Reform. Above that was Labour. It's cut off on this picture, but Labour was even higher percentages were in favour of Harris if you voted for Labour. But what you can see here is when you come to Reform, which is our in-country, slightly racist, slightly misogynist party, you can see actually over half of them supported Trump. So it's the same story in every country. Every country that has got a slightly racist, slightly homophobic, very right-wing party, you can see that is where the vast majority of the Trump support actually comes from. So if you're in those demographics, if you are a Reform voter, you're going to get a much stronger experience that people like.
Yo, so yeah, that's there. You know what's mad, yeah? This is how it's got mad nowadays, yeah? Is that the people have reversed these claims so hard now, yeah, that it's gonna have to be, the claims are gonna have to be made by the people that look like them making their claims, so they can't start crying. You know what I'm saying, yeah? But the figures speak for themselves, you know what I mean? The facts don't lie. Yeah, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Let it play.
Trump, because just over half of the people that you spoke to regularly would have said, yeah, really like him. And only 27% of your pals will have said, oh, actually, I think Kamala's nice. Yeah, so that's where it comes from. Actually, overall, no, Europe very, very strongly preferred Harris. Really don't like Trump very much at all. He's very, very unpopular outside of America. But your experience might be different if your existing political party aligns with Trump's views. So yeah, that's how it happens. This is a great comment.
Yo, yeah, man. So big up my brethren there. I can't remember her TikTok name, yeah, but big up TikTok. Yeah, man. Trust me. How you mean? They got them tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tick, tock, tick. And then who we got next though? We got more Trump facts, yeah? We got 2 minutes of Trump facts running from the top, yeah? Let it play.
I have to remind some people of this, but Donald Trump's
Alright, hold on 1 sec here. Let me rerun that video still. Wait. Give me 2 secs. I'm just about to start chatting breeze with my brethren as well, you know, I'm mad. Play. Alright, here we go.
To remind some people of this, but Donald Trump's presidency did not end well. Just in case you need it, here's a quick refresher. This shouldn't take too long. Donald Trump was the first president since Herbert Hoover to oversee a net job loss. Unemployment soared and the economy shrank by more than 3%. Corporate profits went up while manufacturing jobs declined. Home prices soared by nearly 30%. The national debt rose by nearly $8 trillion. Crime spiked. The number of Americans without health insurance rose by 3 million, and the number of presidents who have humped American flags went from 0 to 1. He undercut the nation's response to a deadly pandemic that spiraled out of control because he ignored warnings about it, lied about its severity, disbanded agencies that were tasked with preparing for it, promoted sham treatments for it, said we could stop it by injecting disinfectant, and promoted a quack doctor who believes demon sperm is real. Insulted service members and feuded with Gold Star families, saluted a North Korean general, got reprimanded by the army for desecrating Arlington National Cemetery in violation of federal law, and made the Queen of England disappear. Said he had the best memory in the world, then forgot he said he had the best memory in the world, got laughed at by the United Nations, including the Germans, got impeached for threatening to withhold military aid from Ukraine and encourage Russia to interfere in elections. He doctored a weather map with a Sharpie to lie about the path of a hurricane, threw paper towels at hurricane victims, called Hannibal Lecter his wonderful man. A chief of staff called him an idiot. His national security advisor called him a dope. His secretary of state called him a moron. He got on a plane with toilet paper stuck to his shoe and didn't know how to close an umbrella. He took millions of foreign officials, including a possible $10 million bribe from media, to brush dandruff off the shoulder of the president of France. He staged a months-long coup d'etat, stoked a violent insurrection, tried to coerce Republican officials into overturning the election, claimed dead people were voting and Democrats selling mail ballots to dogs that got impeached a second time. He brought a crazy pillow salesman to the White House, and his lawyer gave a press conference at a landscaping company. He lost the popular vote twice, got indicted 4 times, convicted of 34 felony counts of falsified business records to pay hush money to porn stars. Said she spanked him in the ass for Forbes magazine. He was found guilty of fraud and libel sexual abuse, possibly farted and definitely fell asleep in court, bragged about overturning Roe v. Wade, said he was against the Florida abortion ban, then he was Florida abortion ban, called the CEO of Apple Tim Apple, called Elon Musk Leon Musk, said Nikki Haley was the Speaker of the House of Representatives, claimed the price of bacon goes up because the windows are below, shark attacks caused by electric boat battery. Again, said Hannibal Lecter was dead and real, wonderful, even though he's fake and famously bad guy. Hit Sissy's not weird by saying the word weird 11 times in 30 seconds, which is, let's admit it, super weird, became the first president. And guys, we ran out of time, but there were a bunch more things. This has been,
Yeah, man, so that was like 2 minutes of Trump backs. Yeah. You're getting trumped off today, cuz, what you mean? Yeah, man, so shout out the... Oh, damn. Intellectual Times or something like that, I can't remember, yeah. But big up my man's YouTube channel. Gonna run his video now, yeah. That's short videos. Quite good still, man. Big up the Left Gang, yeah. Alright, let it play.
Hello everyone, my name's Matt Johnston and welcome to The Interesting Times, a show that looks and laughs at UK politics. Now, my last video, I made sure to avoid mentioning Orange Schittler like he was a doctored on the pavement. But like COVID, even the strongest bleach you drink won't get rid of it. It's looking like he can't even open a newspaper or turn on a TV without being reminded. That's not entirely true, of course. You can absolutely turn on streaming TV and not see anything about Trump, with the exception of the History Channel, which will probably be doing a documentary on Nazis. And while for most of the media this was a day to report the news, I know, those crazy journalists, for others, come on you subscribers, you already know where this is going. For others, they took a bit of a different approach.
This is the meltdown montage, as we call it.
I work for The Guardian and Donald Trump just put me in therapy. Donald Trump won the election and the resultant hysterics and bedwetting are a joy to behold.
Well, actually, I initially found it quite funny.
I know that some people are very upset.
You know, people like J-Lo and all these kind of characters that were out there on the stage crying. And then you've got the Democrats.
Hey, you know what's funny, yeah? That's how they... When they man win, yeah, they're well happy, cuz. But when they man lose, cuz, these men are balling big time, cuz. Remember January 6, 2024? Remember what happened then, yeah? Yeah. There was a lunatic with horns on his fucking hat trying to bust shots inside the fucking White House or that. Talking about Trump won. Yeah, because Trump won. He was going mad, but by God, let it play.
Perhaps wheeling out all of these celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and all the rest of it. Well, it didn't work, did it? No.
Can you imagine being so upset about a foreign country's election outcome that you're, you know, depressed and
of course there's a sort of hardcore who will despise him forever. And
oh my, I've never been called hardcore before.
You asked the question, have we seen something like this before? Absolutely. Brexit.
And I think we can all agree what a massive success that was. Improving the exact same people right. I mean, say what you like about Michel Barnier, but he never tweeted about an inevitable civil war in this country. In fact, if you want to see a meltdown over an election, you don't need to look at another country.
The dystopian future of Britain under Labour.
Keir Starmer planning to get more votes by gerrymandering the election to swing it to...
Hey, listen to these man balling about Keir Starmer. Word, they go, word. Well, probably not.
Yeah, they want to call you off your friend for not. And
hey, say that. Yeah, sorry, man. I just see your neighbour store, man. I see what going on and all that, you know. Hey, like the man them and all them things that's still yeah, man. But let's watch these man balling about Keir Starmer getting into power. Okay. 1 sec. Towards
the left.
They're going to be an elective dictatorship.
Keir Starmer just wants to do this because it will increase the vote on the left and they'll never be out of power.
Says Labour will be dominated by the unions. They'll welcome Putin, applaud immigrants.
Now to analyse what the hell is...
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. What is wrong with them? This was like a meteor crashing to the earth and wiping out all life. And that must be what it feels like for the Tories.
I mean, your column this morning is warning that, you know, we could be looking at one of the most socialist governments that this country has ever seen.
By the way, fancy a bit of an interesting fact, or maybe interesting coincidence? You do? Well, you, my friend, are in a whole heap of luck. Last Monday, a poll was conducted on how Brexit is going, and just 16% thought it was going well. And last Tuesday, a poll was also conducted into how many people in the UK wanted a Trump victory, and the number was 16% again, meaning either pollsters are getting lazy, or we may have just found a reason to reopen the Rwanda deal. And in a further coincidence, 16 is also the age at which Donald Trump thinks girls start, and indeed stop, becoming hot. So many of the world leaders are trying to placate the Permatan Pillock by stroking his ego. I hope to God that's all they're stroking. And in the UK too, the likes of Starmer and Lammy have gone from honest to honestly, as the worshippers kneel at the foot of he who cannot be judged. I mean, he really can't. There's 34 felonies against him, and he's just going to quash all of them. So Labour have got a problem. But don't worry, the
Yo, yeah, that's true, you know. Like, yo, you man never can't say nothing about Donald Trump without him acting like a fucking baby, because stop saying, no, well, I'm not doing business with this man because he said in 97 that my face is orange. You know what I mean? Like, God damn. David Lammy and Keir Starmer's begging it with Trump now, car. Obviously, David Lammy said some things like, right, my man's linked to K. David Lammy said the truth in it, yeah, that my man was supporting a dude who was in the KKK, and he was actually supporting a dude that was in the KKK. Like, telling the truth shouldn't be a reason to have to apologize. Yeah, you should only have to apologize to someone if you lie about them. If I lie about you, I owe you an apology. Innit? If I told the truth about you, I don't owe you no apology, because you mean you're alright, because go on. Yeah, come on, man.
Tories have got a solution. Step forward, Shadow Chancellor and fifth most popular choice to lead the Conservative Party out of 6, Mel Stride.
He has said he may put tariffs of 10 to 20% on imported goods, including from this country. How would you respond to that if you were Chancellor?
So the first and most important thing is America is a hugely important ally, and we need to make sure that we have a very firm and good relationship with the Trump administration. Now, it's important that in that context, we do whatever we can to make sure that those relationships, that the mood music, that the relationships with the administration are strong and positive.
And it's a popular idea amongst the Tories.
Was it tariff is his favourite word or something?
Well, that's
he said,
what
and he's talked about imposing 10 to 20% tariffs on all imports coming into the US. That would affect us, clearly. Are you worried about that?
we have a special relationship.
He is an Anglophile, so there is an opportunity for the UK and the US to do some really exciting things together.
We are quite fortunate in a way. He does have an affection for Britain that's different from most countries. I don't know if you remember how he revered the Queen.
Donny, ooh, Donny, it's us. It's Britain. You remember? You came round for tea, met the Queen, and you said we were your favourite people in the whole world. The thing is, we can sit here and talk about special relationships until we're blue in the face. It won't make much difference to a man who famously has a rather different perspective on what makes a relationship special or indeed consensual. So, what does Trump plan for the future? Well, there might be a sense of who knows, but he is a New Yorker, fairly well known for being straight talkers. So, if you want to know more about Trump and his plans for the UK, maybe get to listen to another straight-talking New Yorker.
He's a totally amoral, transactional businessman. And what the United Kingdom is going to have to do, United Kingdom is going to have to go to Mar-a-Lago, either literally or figuratively, and you're going to have to put your wares on the table, and you're going to have to tell him what you can do for him. He has no concept of the special relationship. It doesn't mean anything to him.
And it is a concern, a real concern.
Sorry. Yo, sorry, brother. Yeah, man. I had to quickly pause. You hear me? Yo, so you saying that the people them are gonna have to go down to Trump's yard and beg it? You get me? Yeah, and I blow up on you like fan. Mad. Some I blow like air condition. How you mean? Yo. I would have told Trump to whoop that trick. You mad? Behave yourself. Hey, listen, yeah. You guys think Donald Trump has Russia in his pocket, yeah? Has Vladimir Putin in his pocket, but Vladimir Putin on the national Russian TV celebrated Donald Trump winning by showing pictures of Melania Trump's modeling photos, should we call them? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the first lady's baps all over Russian TV. Yeah, I'm not even sure if it was pixelated. I mean, what's love got to do?
So many are prepared to pray at the altar of someone who is less sun god and more son of a bitch. If you want to know how much removed from any sense of sanity and morality all our leaders are, here is Stormy Daniels, a woman who knows Trump and indeed the biological urges of men more than most, asking Boris Johnson, our ex-Prime Minister, a fairly straightforward question.
But would you leave your daughter alone with Donald Trump?
Look, Donald Trump.
You would?
Yes. And my experience of Donald Trump is that when I've known him, and I hear what he's saying. Maybe I'm wrong, but he has been courteous, he has been polite.
Oh, right. Polite, was he? Yeah, and Jack the Ripper wore a top hat. So what? I mean, Donald Trump is an actual rapist that has boasted about sexually abusing women. But as long as he puts his hand over his mouth...
Yo, yeah, that. Yeah, man. So maybe it's easier to hear when it's someone, you know what I'm saying? Like you might can relate to a little bit more, saying the same shit. Yeah, you heard it, yeah. That wasn't me that said that. The man them asked, man, yo, would you leave your daughter with Donald Trump? Oh, listen, that is actually an offensive question to ask someone. Yeah. Listen, on the block here, you couldn't ask someone that, yeah, without them asking you, brother, you taking the piss? Like, yo, you're taking it. You can't ask me them sort of fucking questions like that, right? Would you leave your dude with one another? Yeah, man, crazy kiss. But go on, then. Let it play.
When he coughs, that's okay. And Donald Trump will no doubt be awarded a hero's welcome when he visits the UK. He's going to address Parliament and be shown around Nigel Farage's Clacton. Although it's not clear who's going to show Nigel Farage around. Actually, that's a bit unfair to Nigel. Just because he's taken one more trip to the US than he has to Clacton since the election, he is now back in the country.
Yo, and how's Nigel Farage been to America more times than he been to Clacton? Sway Clacton's the MP. The Clacton bloods that supported Nigel Farage, that thought he was going to actually do anything, answer questions in the surgery and start to make the council pull their finger out to fix whatever needs fixing in their block. Must be bugging. Nigel Farage ain't done shit. Yo, when's the last time you see Farage in Clacton? Huh? Yo, when's the last time you saw Farage in Bamba Clacton, Kaz? Yeah, man. Banamiko in a Clacton. How you mean? Yeah, you know about them bars, yeah? MC Shabba D. Oh, man. Mad. Oh, yeah, Liverpool's top of the league, innit, man? But say nothing, cuz, man. Let it play. Imagine, yo. What part of Clacton is America in? It's in a whole different continent, cuz. Intercontinental champion of the United States of America. Nigel Farage. Let it play.
Wales. Well, it is closer. as he was preparing for the Senate election in 2026. Yes, nearly 2 years away. Another route we seem to be following the US down, getting excited about elections like the Marvel movies Phase 15. And Farage has commented that his place as a Donald's chief butt sniffer could be useful to the government as an interlocutor or go-between, negotiator, or most aptly, the filling in a shit sandwich. But don't worry, while so many have joined the cult of the cunt, it does look like there are still just a few troublemaking heretics out there. Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, London's Mayor Sadiq Khan, Lib Dems leader Ed Davey.
People are really worried that Trump trade wars and tariff will damage our economy and hit the cost of living here.
Alright, big up Sadiq Khan. How you mean? Come on. Got Ed Davey. Yeah, man, there. You get me? Anti-Alabama class Stephen Flynn. What do you mean? Yeah, man. We got them guys, isn't it? Yeah, man. God. Dirty play. Dirty play.
In the UK.
And the Green Party's Carla Denyer.
I know that, like me, many of you will be feeling fearful this morning. A convicted criminal, a fascist who does not respect the rule of law, is once again set to become leader of the most powerful country in the world. So on this dark day, I want to say that we stand in solidarity with all those who dreaded this moment and must now live with its consequences.
And they are all in varying degrees right, all of them. In fact, Keir Starmer, if you want to know what Ron looks like, it's staring you in the face every week.
No plans whatsoever for building on the special relationship. He needs to realise that we in this country rely on our single biggest trade partner.
The US is actually our second biggest trading partner. The EU is the first, leaving you...
Yeah, you heard that right. You heard that right. You heard that again. Yo, you want me to say it again to you? The United States is the second biggest trading partner. The first is the European Union. And you know what's happened with that one? It's all fucked up right now. You hear me? Mash up, bruv. Oh God, man. Let it play.
Keir Starmer with two options. Either go back to the EU or buy a pole, put on something pretty and learn how to dance. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you have enjoyed these videos, then do subscribe and like and share and hit all the notifications button, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, man. Remember that, like, share, hit the notification button, hit the thumbs up, all them things there. Yeah, because, yeah, man. But you see how we do this. It seems like it's planned, right? But it's unplanned. So the last person the people was talking about on the video was Kemi Badenoch. Yes, shout out to Phil from... Let me just make sure I've got his name correct. Shout out to Phil from... My name's Phil. I like talking about politics. I can't remember his name of his channel. Sorry, bro, for messing it up right now. From A Different Bias. That's the YouTube channel's name, yeah. So check out A Different Bias. Yeah. For his take on Kemi Badenoch, yeah. So this is an old video though, yeah. So it's before Kemi became leader, but it's about the WhatsApp group, like you're saying. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, first of all, yeah, it's up. Actually, after that, I'm gonna play my sister Elaine the Plains video to exit the building. Yeah, so shout out Phil. Let it play.
It's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video, prompted by an incredibly unexpected revelation reported in the Mirror, I'd like to discuss why Kemi Badenoch is attracting so many racists in her support groups. But first, for daily political commentary, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss out. So to the general question as to why
Oh, that's strange. Imagine that. There's a white guy that's saying that Kemi Badenoch's attracted loads of racists. Oh, mad. I wonder if he's race baiting. Is he race baiting? Is that racist that he said that? Huh? Joking, cuz.
Kemi Badenoch would attract so many racists, you may well say, Phil, haven't you seen all the stuff she's come out with as equalities minister over the years? And you go, yeah, sure. But this is sort of off the chart for someone who isn't white. I mean, listen to some of this stuff. And remember, this is a WhatsApp group specifically for supporters of Kemi Badenoch, right? One comment, which began by criticising the way Sunak called the election, ended with, anyway, it's not racist to say, by the way, if anyone ever says that, it probably is. I'll start again. Anyway, it's not racist to say.
Let me pause it there. How many times have you heard that statement from many people on this panel? Anyway, it's not racist to say, and then say something racist afterwards. Strange, isn't it? Mad. Oh, and it's not me that's saying it now. Huh? So it's okay that my man's saying it now, yeah? And it's not me that's saying it. Mad. Waste, man. Mad.
Say he wasn't a true Brit. He was born here, yes, but didn't have the hereditary ancestral history of the majority of British people. Another comment pointed out in the Mirror article had someone talking about cultural ghettos. They were, in this case,
even that is a strange point to make, right? Because this is the Kemi Badenoch election group. They're saying, yeah, but Rishi Sunak's not English. Man, oh man, this is wild still. I don't even know.
Asian communities. Now, you could imagine that these are people whose particular brand of racism centres on Islamophobia. That has been pushed a great deal. It's been pushed by Reform UK especially, but there's even corners of the Conservative Party been particularly pushing this as well. And you go, well, even though Sunak is not a Muslim, I mean, remember, a lot of these knuckle draggers out there think he is just because he's of Asian descent. As far as they're concerned, if you're descended from the subcontinent of Asia or the Middle East, you're a Muslim and a target. They're more confused if you're black. So maybe this is why they can think of Sunak as not a true Brit, even though they know he was born and raised in Britain. But Badenoch, who was born in Britain but raised in Nigeria, apparently is fine to them. But there were racist comments against black people mentioned in the article as well, characterising people from Jamaica, for example, as illiterate and dishonest. Comments about job.
Oh man. Oh man. The most hated. Trust me. The most hated and the most hated on. You hear me? Yeah, man, but don't worry, Jamaica, man. Yeah, man, still love you, man. Yeah. Mad. You know what I'm saying? Mad. But go on, let it play.
Applications, in this case for bus drivers, but I don't think that matters, being biased against white people. It was also made clear in the article that a member of Badenoch's team said that she read all the comments in the chat. So she'd been reading comments like these. I strongly suspect, by the way, she had not. But she, you know, her team are claiming she has, and she's officially claiming she's read these comments and like the dog in the burning building thought, this is fine. Some of these talking points are basically carbon copies of the things Britain First come out with. It's the sort of stuff Reform UK are actually trying to distance themselves from. And yet comments like this can appear in a Kemi Badenoch support forum without any moderation. Perhaps.
Yeah, crazy. I like crazy, cuz. One time, Kemi was the Equalities Minister for the Conservatives. The Equalities Minister that doesn't believe in equality. I can't make it up, man. This is bad. Let it play.
This is Badenoch's Americanized attitude towards free speech. You know, the ability to say whatever you like, no matter how untrue or harmful to others it is. Badenoch has certainly praised Elon Musk recently for his management of Twitter, saying he's a great champion of free speech. Remember, his management of Twitter has involved amplifying, not just allowing everything to be as it is, amplifying far-right views, and despite his claims, throttling liberal or left-wing content. Tragic, really, because a couple of years ago, Space Karen was saying that Twitter needed to be politically neutral to be of value. Now, he's seen jumping for joy because the Orange one let him come out to play with him at a recent...
Facts. Imagine, I need to buy Twitter so it's a balanced platform. Buys Twitter and makes it a far-right platform. You can't make it up, cuz, man called it Space Karen as well. Apartheid Clyde.
Rally. Only according to an account on Twitter, Badenoch's team have now restricted messages to admins only. At which point, it's no longer a forum but a notice board, isn't it? So much for that celebrated freedom of speech. We're going to allow everything. Oh, you probably shouldn't allow everything. We're going to allow nothing. I mean, couldn't they just delete the racist posts? If they've gone straight to admins only being allowed to post, which changes the entire purpose of the group, then, I mean, why? That suggests either there were too many racist posts for admins to possibly keep on top of, or the admins weren't actually sure themselves what is and is not racist. What is racist then? Is it racist to say that people who aren't white are bad? Is it? Oh, when was that happened?
It's mad, innit? Car things like that ain't racist again. Yeah, cause man will see people, yeah, man. What do you mean not just man, you know, man and woman will say stuff like that with their chest, racist shit to you, cuz, and tell you that, well, that's not racist. I'm not right, and then call you a racist. Mad, crazy, cuz. Uno reverse season, trust me. I believe we're living in times like this.
Either way, it should be a pretty worrying sign that the Conservative leader is attracting such a concentration of incredibly racist supporters. You know, either there are far too many of the posts on that board that are racist, so it's just easier just to stop all posts because pretty much 95% of them are racist, apparently, or her own team don't know what racist is, and she's been the Equalities Minister for years. How terrible, either case. You know, with even Reform UK, as I say, quick to denounce things like this, when their own supporters inevitably come out with them daily, are we going to end up in a position whereby if Badenoch does win the leadership race, the Conservative Party becomes more openly racist than Reform UK? Mind you, for that to happen, Badenoch would have to wangle some votes from Tugendhat supporters later today, otherwise she'll be exiting the leadership contest before the day is done. Although it now makes me wonder what sort of comments are made by Robert Jenrick's supporters.
One sec. Yeah, bro, you ain't got to wonder no more, cuz, so we about to find out, fam. Yeah. Kirby's actually in the driving seat right now. Yeah, she a driver. Don't stop at all. Mad. All right, so let's wrap up with Elaine Le Payne's take on why a lot of people are not, or a lot of black and brown people are unsupportive of the likes of a Kemi Badenoch, Suella Brave. One sec here, because you said you can't hear me. Yeah. Yo, so one sec, pause that. All right, so yes, let's listen to Elaine Le Payne from TikTok giving us a take on why there is a lot of black, brown people and others that are not very supportive of a Kemi Badenoch, a Suella Braverman, a Priti Patel, a Rishi Sunak, and others that are like that. Yeah, this is the reason why. Because listen, on their way up here, man are telling us that we shouldn't care about their race or whatever. When they get to the top, now man are saying that we should celebrate them for their race or whatever. It's like, bro, you can't have it both ways. We can't not care about your race while you're making it to the top. And then now all of a sudden we have to care about your race. Now you're at the top. Literally don't make sense. So you got it's one or the other, innit? Yeah. Yeah, then. But shout out Elaine Le Payne though, yeah, me causing pain in the membrane. Yeah, me.
We should be happy that Kemi Badenoch is the first black woman in Tory leadership. And regardless of our political views or opinions, this is a step forward for minorities. Are you okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, she is a mouthpiece for those narcissistic pricks that you call Tory party. And just like Rishi, she will be used to say what they're really thinking. And just like Rishi, they're going to try and push a racist, misogynistic agenda to suit them. And I'm sorry to all the black and brown Asian British people, what the fuck has Rishi, Preeti, Kemi, or anybody else did for minorities? Because as far as I'm concerned, they have contempt. They have contempt for us. These coloured mouthpieces, because I don't even think that they deserve to be called black and brown, these coloured mouthpieces will push these racist agendas and wouldn't think twice about the impact that it has on us. These coconuts don't think about the optics of what they're saying and how it is said and how much their rhetoric inflames racial tensions. The Tories' biggest sponsor said that Diane Abbott, who is a black woman, needed to be shot. And Kemi gets her ass up there on the podium and defends him and says, oh, we need to forgive him, this, that, and the third. From the time you hear that, this bitch ain't got nothing nice for us. Because when Rishi was Prime Minister, and that was our first Asian Prime Minister, no one was happy.
Hey, let me pause it there, because that's a Snapple fact. Yeah, these times here, when my man was saying that, looking at Diane Abbott makes him feel like he wants to shoot all black women. Yeah, man, Kemi's telling everyone that we should forgive that, forgive and forget that. You get me? When David Tennant told Kemi that she should shut her mouth, she said that's racist. So, yo, that's what I'm trying to say. This Uno reverse world that we're in, where you're gonna say something like that, that's racist, yeah. So that was racist, telling you to shut your mouth. But saying that you want to kill or shoot all black women because you hate Diane Abbott was not racist. Strange times we're in. Alright, one sec. Someone's at my door.
No one was celebrating him. And this is what they don't understand. When they get into these positions of power or when they make links like this, they are whitewashed so much that they feel like they're one of them. And this is why I feel sorry for a certain type of black and brown people when they forget themselves. Because and to be honest, if I'm really being honest, I'm glad that some white people check them at the motherfucking door and be like, don't get too comfortable here, bitch. We still know what you look like. Know your lane and know your place and know what you're being used for. So if you ask me about, are you happy that Kemi Badenoch is the first black woman to be Tory leader opposition, I will tell you absolutely the fuck not. So people are saying that we should...
Yeah, man, so big up Laying the Pain, man. One sec here. Right, one sec. Alright, you nuts, man. If you hate me, man, You know what I mean? SM and all that, man. So say less, man. We out. Peace.